My battery's dying. Okay, let's try that again. Here on my channel, we like to celebrate the cringe. Today I'm gonna show you guys how to do the 5 or 10, how many ever I can think of off the top of my head. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the 5 or 10 easiest beginner tricks to do on a skateboard. Okay, let's list them off. Ollie, shove it, Nollie shove it, Nollie frontside shove it, Fakie shove it, Nollie Fakie frontside shove it, Noelle Bigspin, Nollie backside big spin, Fakie big spin. We have one more. What's the easiest? I can't think of it. Oh my god. What is easier? A no comply. That's pretty easy. Okay, so we'll start off with the first one, the Ollie. Hey Joe, your ball's over there. This is Joanne, for those that don't know. So the Ollie is basically just jumping with your skateboard. You know when you get those questions of people that have no idea about skateboarding, like how do you get it to stick to your feet? Well, I'm gonna show you. First thing, you're gonna wanna place your feet like this. One on the tail, one slightly above the middle of the board. It's all about the timing. Press down on your tail. You wanna give it a snap. And simultaneously, you're gonna jump, roll your ankle, not injure yourself, but roll your ankle and your toes, slide it up to the board. It's gonna catch on your nose, and when you jump, it's gonna level out. While simultaneously doing all of this, you're gonna do one of these. And there you have it. You snap, jump, slide, level out. Make sure your feet are over the bolts when you look down so you don't break your board. But if you do break your board, use my BLUETILE discount. It's in the description below. Land on the bolt, keep your balance, and ride away. I'm doing these really fast. We have a lot to cover in this session, so bear with me. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll answer. Pop shove it is when your board does one of these. You pop an Ollie and you spin your board this way. If you're regular or goofy, it's the way that the nose spins out in front of you. Frontside would be behind you. That's an intermediate. We're not touching on that today. So your nose spins outside in front of you, your tail behind you, land on the board. This is a fairly easy trick. This is one of the very first tricks that I learned on a skateboard. So assuming you have mastered the Ollie at this point, when you pop and snap, you're gonna kick your back foot behind you, allowing your board to swing this way, while slightly pushing your front foot, giving your board just a little nudge. So pushing it out in front of you just a little bit. Snap with your back foot. Very bad example. Snap with your back foot. Very bad pop shove it also. Snap with your back foot. Lift your feet up high enough, jump high enough so that your board is able to turn on its own. Catch it with your front foot ideally, but if not, catch it with both feet. Land on the bolts, maintain your balance, and ride away. Scoop, catch, land. Very simple. Really, you don't even need to pop this trick right away. You can really get away with just kicking it out in front of you, throwing it, kicking it out in front of you, jumping forward, therefore landing on the board. It's easier to do this when you're standing still. Throw it out in front of you, land on the board. Not like I just did, actually land on it. Moving on, next trick. For those that don't know what fakie is when you are riding backwards. Wouldn't be switch, now don't confuse the two. Fakie is when you are in your regular footed position, whether you are regular or goofy, and you are riding backwards, still in that stance, not the opposing stance. So this here would be fakie. As you can see the positioning on my feet. So this next trick is a fakie shove it. The reason why this trick is easy, why I would consider it an easy beginner trick, is because since you are already riding fakie, the momentum of the board will naturally swing that way. And you have a pivoting point here on the rear of your board, the tail of your board. I don't know why I called it a rear. Please disregard that and ignore. You have a pivoting point that will allow you more momentum when swinging the board around because it doesn't have to pop. It can just turn on the back truck. So apply all of the same ideology that I told you about the pop shove it to the fakie shove it. You don't even have to pop. You can just turn it on your back truck. See? It pivots very nicely. Moving on, next trick, number 4. Can you see me? Can we see? You might hear wind noise, I'm sorry. Next trick is going to be the fakie frontside shove it. That is when the board does a pop shove it but spins the opposite way. Like so. So this trick, you wanna think pop shove it and think the exact opposite. So with your back foot, instead of pulling behind you, you're gonna kick, you wanna pull your front foot behind you. Pop with your back, pull your front foot behind you, kick your back foot out. This trick is also easy to pivot and you don't need to pop for it. There's a pivoting point because you are going fakie, like I said previously in the last trick. So you can do this very easily without popping. Now this one's a little harder to catch with, this one is a little harder to catch with just one foot, with your front foot or your back foot. So ideally you want to catch it with 2 feet. That would be ideal. Moving on. Now the next trick will be the Noelle Pop Shuvit. What is Nollie, you ask? Nollie is when you ride on the nose of your board and do an Ollie. Therefore being a Nollie, a nose Ollie. A Noelle Pop Shuvit is easier than a regular Nollie, simply because you don't need to pop. You will learn to pop, but you don't need to in the beginning. It's the same thing as a Pop Shuvit, but only you're standing switch on the nose of your board, meaning Nollie, meaning opposite stance, opposite foot placement, but since you were on the nose, it's called a Nollie. Do I need to explain more? I think not. Joanne, what are you doing? This is a pine cone. Sit. Good girl, good. Like so. You barely need to, what do you do? You fling your front foot back. Just like on a Pop Shuvit, how you fling your back foot backwards and you get that scoop. With this, you just fling your front foot backwards. The one that's on your nose. The foot that's on your nose is the one you fling backwards and you let the board come full rotation, full 180 degrees rotation, and you catch it. You catch this with your back foot actually, because just catch it with both feet. It's probably the easiest to comprehend right now because I can't explain it very well. So all you do, scoop the nose, your front foot, scoop it back, move your front foot out of the way, and just land on the board. Maintain your balance and ride away. Now if you want to pop it, it'll look something like this. I forgot to mention, all of these Shuvits, it's all about the scoop. Whichever direction the board is rotating, you want to scoop it in the same direction or opposite direction. You want to scoop it in the opposite direction with your leading foot. Whichever foot is on the nose or the tail, it's all about the scoop. Then as always, you know I'm a fan of momentum. Allow the momentum of the board to fully rotate, wait for it, get your feet out of the way, jump high enough, whatever you have to do, and land on the board and ride away very safely. And our next trick will be the Nollie backside Shuvit, just like the fakie backside Shuvit. What are the odds? They're very similar, only you are riding Nollie. Hi Joanne, did you want to learn? Okay, I didn't think so. So Nollie, same thing I said about the Nollie Shuvit. So take the Nollie Shuvit and the fakie frontside Shuvit and combine those two, and that's what we're doing. Obviously, I'm gonna show you. This one's a little easier and a little more natural for me because you are riding forward in your regular stance, whether you are goofy or regular, doesn't matter. It's still your comfort in your forward moving stance. This one, take your back foot this time and just kick it behind you. That's it. And you still have that pivoting point on your truck when you're on your board and you want to pop. Press down on the nose, kick this out in front of you. Really, this one's has a lot to do with your back foot. Just take your back foot, swing your board, take your back foot, swing your board around behind you. Allow the momentum of the board to fully come circle. The weirdest sentence ever. Allow the momentum of the board to fully come to full rotation. Sorry about that, we had to move locations. The first ever people ever since I have lived here wanted to use the tennis court. Where were we? Nollie backside Shuvit. Yeah, so like I was saying, you put your foot on the nose and you put your foot right here in the middle. If you're regular, like me, if you're goofy, it'll be the opposite, blah, 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 etc., etc. Pop on your nose, kick this foot out in front of you, your front foot, kick your back foot, swing it behind you. Allow the board to do a full rotation before you land back on it. Get your feet out, jump up, get out of the way and allow the board to do its thing. Then just land on it and maintain your balance and ride away. Don't fall, don't die. Next trick though, next trick gonna be the Fakie Bigspin. Yeah, Fakie Bigspin. So big spin, meaning that it's a bigger spin than a smaller spin. That was a really stupid joke. God, I'm trying way too hard. It's gonna be a Fakie Pop Shuvit with a 180-degree turn. With a 180-degree turn. Fling the board, Pop Shuvit style. So then you're gonna land here, the easiest way to learn this. Then you're gonna land on this truck, your front truck, and allow the momentum of the pivotation, of the pivot, because you have a pivoting point on your front truck. That's what I'm trying to say. You land on your front truck and just pivot the rest of the way with the momentum. I will show you. Very easy, and it's very fun. Very good trick overhead. See how it just naturally lands on that truck and just pivots itself the rest of the way through? So the next trick would be doing this Nollie. So apply all of the same principles and do it nollie. It's gonna feel weird, it's gonna feel uncomfortable, it's gonna feel out of place. Do it the same way that you would do a nollie shove it. Only land on the nose of your board and allow it to pivot the rest of the way through. Ideally, when I do any of these big spins, you catch them at about 90 degrees, or you can even catch at 180 and pivot the rest of the way, revert the rest of the way, whatever you want to call it. It's the simplest way to learn it, and then once you get so good at it, you can pop it and actually do the entire full rotation in mid-air without gravity at all.
Gravity.
See? It just does it. These tricks that I'm showing you, they kind of do themselves, and you just follow the board. The board just kind of does what it does, and then you're just kind of there and you're like, oh hey, let me back on please. The reason I'm explaining these less amount of effort into explaining these is because once you get the basic concept of a shove it down, or even the basic concept of a big spin down, everything just gets easier. You just apply the opposite variables and components, right words or not, I'm not sure. You just apply the opposite to each trick. If you want to do a front side, apply the opposite maneuvers with your feet. If you want to do a backside, vice versa, do the same. I think this is even easier than the front side nollie big spin, the nollie backside big spin. It's easier because for some reason it feels more natural, because it feels like a back 180. Most people learn back 180s very early on. I'm not very good at them, but I can do them, and I do them, but I just don't. Anyway, nollie big spin. Fling the board behind you. Same thing, land on your front truck in mid pivot motion, 90 degrees, and just allow the momentum of the board to carry you back around. See, very simple, very easy. You just fling it behind you and let the board guide you. Revert, pivot, whatever you have to do. For some reason, it's a lot harder, Fakie. I'm not sure why, but it just is, and I wouldn't consider it a bit beginner-ish trick. So we're gonna learn frontside 180 no complies. Now this trick, also all about the scoop, but you scoop in front of you. Push, so a no comply is when you take your foot off the board, pop with your back foot, you allow the board to hit your knee, and then you jump up back on the board. For some reason, not for some reason, I know why, it is a lot easier to do a frontside 180 no comply than it is to just do a regular no comply, because to get a real regular no comply, you must pop up the board, let it level out, or just pop it up at all, and then land back on it. But when scooping it out frontside, the board pops up on its own, and it just makes it a lot easier. Because of the rotation, the board naturally wants to go in front of you anyway. When you pop it off the back, it wants to naturally turn this way anyway. So when you pop it, kick it out in front of you, it's a lot easier to do. What you are gonna do, pop up your foot, you're gonna hang your front foot off like this. Simultaneously, when you take this foot off, you're gonna pop your back foot, and you're gonna kick your board out in front of you like that. Right before the board hits the ground and right before your back foot lands on the board, you're gonna push off with this foot that's already on the ground, and you're gonna jump back on your board. Right away switch. The main thing about this trick is kicking it out in front of you like that, because that is what will give you the momentum, and the board will not flip. Because if you don't, the board likes to flip and fall between your legs. But if you kick it out in front of you and guide it, it's a lot easier. Not only does it feel really nice, but it makes a very nice sound when scraping on the ground. So now we are gonna try and learn this trick backside. Now this one is a little different. It's not quite as opposite, although it is the opposite. It is weird because you are completely blind. You're going completely blindside. You're hanging your toe off this time instead of your heel. You're popping up, taking this foot off, simultaneously kicking. Can you guys hear me? I'm not sure. Kicking your back foot out in front of you, and doing the same exact thing that you would do front side, pushing off, back. You're gonna land back on the board with your back foot and jump and kick off the ground simultaneously with your front foot and jump back on the board. If that's easier for you, then just pivot the rest of the way down. Land on that pivoting point on your truck and just let the momentum of the board carry you. But if you can't, and you can just go backside, then yeah, just do a 180. I hope all of you beginners can go out there and learn some of these tricks, because they are fun to dork around with. They're just fun in general. Skateboarding is fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this cringe-tastic video.
Hopefully it wasn't too cringe. Hopefully you didn't click away.
And I want to thank you guys for liking, commenting, watching, and subscribing. Yes, I'm in a different room. I'm actually in Fresno. You will see these vlogs in the very near future. I want to let you guys know also again too, all of the zines have been shipped out. Jacob Hilsebeck, your zine got sent back to me. So if you're watching this, please contact me somehow in a comment or in an email, Instagram DM, some way. Because I tried to send you an email and I don't think you responded yet. So yeah, that's that. Thank you guys so much.